Graveyard Man, Grave Encounters are here. I'm doing a cemetery walk at this cemetery. This is another cemetery that I normally come to. Doing a cemetery walking here at the front gate, and just gonna walk through this one. Probably do a ghost session, but I'm here in Wayne, Michigan, doing a cemetery walk. Gonna walk all the way around it and walk back to the front like I did with the last one, just to show the other cemetery that I normally come to. Yeah, I do a lot of the coming up here, but I never show from the beginning. I just go to a certain place and I do a ghost session. But today also, I'm gonna walk through this. This is a mighty big one. And yeah, this is the one where down there, they already put a body up into the ground. Down there, way back that way, that's where I almost fell into that hole. I'm going down that way, and I'm gonna show that area. That's where I almost fell in the hole. Thought that it was somebody already buried under that piece of wood, but when I stepped there, my body said it was going to be the one buried in there, and it tried to go down the hole. It's a lot of interesting, a lot of nice gravestones here. But as I said, a lot of these gravestones don't really got flowers by them because people don't come out here anymore to visit their loved ones. They should. They really should. Because as a lot of us people that do what we do the best, going to cemeteries and doing these little ghost paranormal investigation, these ghost box sessions. Like it is always said, even though a lot of them are gone, are buried here, but a lot of the spirits are still here on this planet. A lot of them has not left yet, and they need love too. I don't know if people really believe that, but I do. That's something I believe in. I believe a lot of, because many of the churches will tell you that all of them are gone. This person was Jewish. Tell by the star, the Jewish star. But the churches will tell you, anytime you see a spirit, see a shadow run through, it's just a demon, but it's not. I am different from a lot of these other pastors. I'm a pastor at practice, but I'm different from them. I tell you the truth in a heartbeat. I'm not finna sit back plane going over from the airport. The airport is not that far from where I am. But I'm not finna sit here like these other pastors and tell you that a lot of people are demons. A lot of these shadows and spirits are demons. There are demons walking amongst us, but a lot of these shadows, if you see your family, it is really your family. It's not a demon, because they'll tell you in a heartbeat, it's a demon, it's a demon. No, it's not. This person here almost made it to 100. I love when I see graves of people almost making it to 100. Even if you made it into your 90s. But it hurts to see that people like this go early. Some of these people went too early. They should be still here. But like I'm saying, I'm not finna be like all these others pastors and say, oh, you just seen a demon go by. That's not nothing. Stay away from it. No, if you see, sometimes you see a spirit, it's a spirit. Sometimes you see a shadow, it's a spirit. It's not always a demon. You can tell demons. Demons have red eyes. If they have red eyes and if they have black eyes, there's something to really, really stay away from. As I said, I'm gonna do a little walk. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna pick somewhere to stop to do a spirit box. I noticed that one day I had 78 followers, and then turn around, I look again, only have 75. Doesn't really matter to me if they delete me. I know I'm not that well known yet. I know I'm not like Dalen, Twin Paranormal, or even Barrier Beyond. I'm not that big yet, but I'm still searching for somebody. And no, I don't have the reason why I'm always at the same cemeteries, like I said before. I don't have a car right now. I will soon have one. And then when I get one, I'm going to be going looking for a lot of interesting places. It won't be just the same cemetery anymore. brothers. I'm gonna have to do an investigation here because these two brothers died on the same day. He was the older brother. He was born in '79. He died just a few days after his birthday. I'm gonna have to do a little reading or figure out what happened to them. Another person gone before their time. Now they say that many of the graves are like 6 foot long and 6 foot deep. Well, I'm 6 foot tall, and a lot of these graves don't look like they've been 6 foot long. I'm gonna go to a grave. I'm gonna lay down at a grave just to see if it's 6 feet long from the other, because I am 6 feet, and it probably is because it starts from the beginning to the tip of the grave. I've seen open graves before. Not a pretty sight. Not when you almost walk into it. I walked in one day, walking into the, had just rained, and I was walking, and I didn't see, it's puddles everywhere. I didn't know the grave was open, and I was walking and walking, and my foot went into the water, and I pulled back, and as I stopped and looked down, it was an open grave full of water. If I would have kept walking, I would have ended up in that open grave. Now, I've been all the way down there. I've never been here. There's a lot of planes flying over. Like I said, I'm not that far from the airport. Beautiful souls. All of these people have beautiful souls. These are all beautiful souls. Because the way somebody's body turns out from them not taking care of the outside of their shell doesn't mean that they don't have a beautiful soul. Now this woman shows that she was a great crossword puzzle solver. Real nice, real nice. But as I said, I was looking at my page one day. I had 75 people now, and I used to have 78, but that means 3 people decided to unfriend me or unfollow me. That's on them though. This person I don't like seeing that. The sign says never be forgotten. But it's sad when you come out here and there's not no flowers by their grave. That means that the person has been forgotten. Like pictures like that. Jesus on a picture. A lot of these tombstones are normal. None are different. That's so sad. That one didn't make it that far. 61 to 66. And this one, 62 to 66. Gonna have to find out what happened to them, because they seem to have also died on the same day. It's strange that I keep finding those like that. People died, or kids died on the same day. Got 2 grown-ups died on the same day. It gets crazy. It gets crazy out here. But people just gotta understand, we are in shells. We're not in our normal forms. When we leave this form, then we'll be in our normal form. Look like I'm going all the way back through time. I'm in the 1800s. I'm in the far back. A lot of this, when I first started coming out here years ago, this was as far as the cemetery went. And just looking at these, I don't believe that there ain't no one here. These are all unmarked graves that I'm going through. Like I said, it's always sad when you see a grave that the people did not live that long. I'm 54 now, and I'm praying that I make it to 90, just to see my youngest child, 6 years old, grow up. All the kids, and this is even if there's teenagers and young people that watch my channel that just don't want to listen to me talk and listen to me do paranormal investigations like ghost box session. Live your life right. Live it good, because when you get a lot older, at times a lot of people will vacate you. And that's why I'm always to myself. I had friends that stick with me. After my ex-wife ran them off, nobody come. I'm by myself now. Nobody still wants to come around. But then there's a lot of people that just wants to be around to hold their hands out for money. And what I'm doing right now, I'm sticking these flags that have fallen over back in the ground. One thing I just don't understand right now, this is the baby section I'm toward back this way. I do ghost box session, but I know I just always wanted to wonder, is a child to ever come through? That's a big wonder. I have never had it to where I did a ghost box session and a child came through, a baby. I never heard a crying of a baby. I do listen to my tapes, my sessions, because you never know what you might hear. See, I'm just on here walking around, but never know, a voice can come through and say hey to me and I wouldn't even know it, because I'm just walking around and doing a tape and a recording. Like I said, it's not really that big, but this is a nice sized cemetery. Sarah said she graduated in the year 2006 and that she died in 2006. That's a little hurtful right there. Yeah, that's my shadow you see. I'm not that big. Last time I recorded not recorded myself, but the last time I weighed myself, I was 198 pounds, and I don't know how that come about, and I'm not even that big. I cannot get that big because I got shot in my back years ago. And when I got shot in my back, my stomach kept twisting up due to the hospital's mistake, and I had to get half my stomach and half my large intestines cut out. So I cannot get that big. If I even do try to get that big, I could kill myself because the staples in my stomach will pull out. I was wondering why my stomach was hurting one year, And I went to the hospital and they told me, your staples, you cannot keep eating, you cannot keep gaining all this weight because your staples will pull out your whole stomach. Another flag that's falling. The great red, white, and blue. There's either a fire truck or ambulance coming through. Fire truck. Very noisy. And here, I believe the people that cut the grass here, they be running over a lot of these flowers and they don't like to put them back. They really don't. Those are beautiful. My mother and my father, they should have got a plot together. I'm not married, so if I go early, I have me a single plot. This is coming up to the area where I almost fell in a hole. They already put somebody in there. And I don't know if it's been shown or not, but you can see where they hit another concrete casket. And I believe these concrete caskets are good because they put them inside of them and they bury them. Years ago, they used to just, in the farther 1800s and all that, they used to just bury you into the ground. They just stick your casket in the ground and bury you. Some of the cemeteries still does that. Not here in Michigan, but some of them still does that. They still got the, they don't got the new style caskets. A lot of places they still do with the old style casket from the 1800s. You know, the kind that when you they used to show on movies that when people died, undertakers be making those caskets with the diamond top shape. A lot of them people still does that. It's a park over there and I can hear people having fun. But it was this area and it was right here. As you can see, they already put somebody in here. first person was the mother. Now there's the daughter. The daughter was the one they buried here. The daughter was the one whose casket, who was a hole right here, I almost fell inside of. This is the very exact area where I almost fell inside that hole. So I guess that was the mother's casket they hit. I would have been knee deep in a hole, and they would have came, opened it up, and been like, why am I down there? I've been like, I was trying to get out. I couldn't get out. I've been stuck down here for a day. And I was just trying to figure out how big the hole is. It always makes me wonder because, like I said, there's a child's grave, a baby. This is not even the baby section. I guess the baby section is already full. This is a baby that I always come by down this way. It's funny how a lot of these they're gonna have to soon tear down homes and make more, because these cemeteries are getting full fast. And this all back here years ago wasn't here. There was a gate here that blocked all of that off, and they removed the gate to make the cemetery a little more bigger. I am gonna stop. I am gonna do a ghost box session, but this is the little girl I'm talking about right here. It always hurts to see that a child left this earth so early. And as I said on my other one, I had a twin brother who also died early. We were only 1 month on this earth when he died. We were born April 17, 1971, and he died in May of 1971. That had to been the saddest day of my parents. It is sad. It is always sad to lose a child. That's why I try to protect mine. That's why I try to talk to them, tell them stop going out here trying to be up around so many guys, because there are even guys out here killing their own girlfriends, their own wives. I mean, if your wife's cheating on you, or if your girlfriend cheating on you, just leave them. A lot of people, best bet of unthinking is to just take their lives, which is wrong. Now this right here could mean only a couple of things. This meaning 3 people in a single plot. The mother, that's probably the uncle right there. And then the daughter, which means the mother was buried here first. The uncle was cremated and buried here. And also the daughter was buried and cremated here. Nice, that's a nice thing to do. Yes, I'm still walking. Only got a little ways from the front gate. The front gate's up there where that concrete building is. I'm still walking through here. Like I said, I am gonna do a ghost spot session. I just haven't pointed out where. It's October. I want to go to a haunted house. I do. Anybody want to go to a haunted house? Let's go to a haunted house. Let's go run with the crazies. This is all a hilly area. Wonder what happened here. Must have been driving the trucks over here too much. And look what I found here. It's a tombstone right up in here, but it's inside the tree stump. I guess that's why they cut down the tree. Try to free the tombstone, but they need to cut it around the tombstone. Then this right here, it is windy out here. It's very windy out here. This is upsetting. He was a football player for a school, probably. Wow. 31st of October. He was an October child. I'm gonna come out here Halloween, set something down for him. Because like I said, spirits need somebody to talk to also. A lot of people don't believe that. I confess and say it all the time. So many people think a lot of these people are gone. But what do you think when you see a shadow disappear into a grave? That's the person that's buried there. Just like I seen the little boy over in the other cemetery. And that was shocking. That was Christmas morning of last year. That was shocking. For my thing to say turn left, and I looked left, and right there came out of nowhere, a shadow just ran right by me into those bushes. That was the spirit of the boy. But yeah, I do need to go far east. I need to go find out if they buried my little brother's grave, my twin brother. These were all once wonderful souls. A lot of people are gone. I'm surprised that I'm still alive. I'm still walking. I have had a lot of bad things happen to me. Shot in my back. Hit by a bus. Broken ankle. Had a stroke. And I'm still walking. People cannot say that there's not a God, because when you ask Him to help you out and He helps you out, there is a God. That's why I'm a pastor in practice. But as I said, I have a lot of different views than other pastors. Like for instance, as I would talk about it again, they would say Halloween is wicked. Yeah, probably back when it first began and was called Hallows Eve, it was wicked because they claimed that witches used to come out and kidnap the children, and the children weren't heard from no more. Something that I really don't really believe in. But that's what they said. And they tried to get everybody to not to let their kids have fun on Halloween. I just say let the kids have fun on Halloween. Let them go out. Let them do what they really want to, and let's go out and have fun on Halloween. It's a child's night anyway. Because while the kids out having fun trick-or-treating, the people would say to a grown-up person, well, aren't you too old to be out here trick-or-treating? But some people would be like, yeah, I'm out here for my child that couldn't make it, but they're really out there for themselves. And I don't discriminate against that. They want to go out and trick-or-treat, let them go out and trick-or-treat. people want candy too. And then Christmas. Christmas is also should be for the kids. Why? Because the kids are the only ones Santa Claus used to, in the cartoons, Santa Claus come and go down the chimney and leave toys. No, that's not because of spirits out here. That's because it is windy. It's not that windy to where to be cold, but it's windy. Now, think about these people here. I just learned a great deal about them. This guy explained to me, told me, they all come together, but it's their choice. A lot of people used to say that they were satanic, but they're not. Just like goths. Because I am goth, and just like goths, they have the right to choose which way they want to go. They want to follow God, they can. They want to follow Satanism, they can. And if they don't believe in any of that, that's their choice. But me, it's on you who you want to follow. I'm not here to tell anybody who to follow, but if God says to point them in His direction, I would do my best to do that. But it's only on you if you want to follow God, because that's who I'm following. That's who created us. He created us, and that's who we all should follow and go back to. He died in 71. I was born in 71. This person also died in 71. There's a lot of them over here that died in 71. Guess I came to the 71. You were born, and you shall die. That is the saying. That is the saying. We are born and we shall die. But with me, it's not dying. I our souls are put into this shell, and our souls shall be released from these shells. And all of these graves are the shells gone to sleep. The souls are left here on this earth they come back to where their shells are to rest. When they feel that it's time for them to rest, they go back to where their shells are and they rest. Aren't you so glad there ain't no zombie apocalypse like it is in the movies? I seen one crazy movie where the zombies were coming out of the grave chasing people. Some people look at that movie and never want to go into a cemetery. So a lot of people will believe that would happen. Truthfully, no, it wouldn't happen. Because one, they're piled up on a lot of dirt. But this is the end right here. I wanted to do Ghost Box session, but today I'm just gonna walk through and leave it all like I always do. Go out, give somebody a hug. Never know what people are going through. Go out and love somebody. Stop all the wars with each other. You have family or friend you used to be cool with, be the bigger person. Stop all the wars. Stop all the anger. Just go out and love someone.